The rain had already ended by the time I reached the roof. Puddles caught the city lights like tiny pieces of the moon. Someone left a folding chair facing toward the west, as if they planned to watch the evening breathe. A towel moved gently across a clothesline. The breeze carried the smell of wet concrete. Far away, a subway rumbled underneath, while windows slowly filled with warm yellow light. The city's never silent, it just whispers when the day finally slows. Stay a little longer, the night is just beginning. Every rooftop hides a different little world. No fireworks above us, no headlines to remember, just this quiet skyline and two open eyes. The clouds drifted east, making room for stars. One by one they appeared without asking why. I leaned against the railing, watching people below each window, holding another story. Maybe peace is simply seeing the same city from somewhere new. Stay a little longer before the lights grow dim. Every ordinary evening finds another song. The world keeps turning without making a sound. Still somehow it feels brand new. The rooftop stayed behind. The elevator closed. The night kept shining. No 318 customers know the chain slips sometimes, but I don't want a new bicycle. I've come too far with this one. The mechanic turned the pedals, listening more than looking, as though every bicycle had its own story. A schoolboy waited, holding a loose bell. He said, "It doesn't ring anymore." Some things don't need replacing. Some things need a hand, a little time, a little patience. Someone who understands every scratch and every dent has a place to be. That's what makes this road belong to me. Complete, the old bell rang again. The boy smiled first, then the mechanic smiled. Outside, the wind carried petals across the narrow street. People kept riding. Maybe we all arrive with something broken, not enough to stop, just enough to ask for help. If tomorrow feels uncertain, I'll keep moving on. Not because the road is smooth, but because I'm strong. Every turn reminds for another journey. No 3-1 name, customer's note. The chain slips sometimes, but I don't want a new bicycle. I've come too far with this one. The mechanic turned the pedals, listening more than looking, as though every bicycle had its own story. A schoolboy waited, holding a loose bell. He said it doesn't ring anymore. Some things don't need replacing, some things need a hand, a little time, a little patience, someone who understands. Every scratch and every dent has a place to be. That's what makes this road belong to me. Repair complete, the old bell rang again. The boy smiled first, then the mechanic smiled. Outside, the wind carried petals across the narrow street. People kept riding. Maybe we all arrive with something broken, not enough to stop, just enough to ask for help. If tomorrow feels uncertain, I'll keep moving on, not because the road is smooth, but because I'm strong. Every turn reminds me nothing stays the same. Even old wheels find their rhythm once again. The shop door closed, one bicycle remained, ready for another journey. Repair register, ticket 0207, pocket watch stopped at 2:17 p.m. The old craftsman smiled, nothing's truly broken. Sometimes time just needs a gentle push. Tiny gears were waiting inside careful hands. Each quiet movement had its own rhythm. Slow is not the same as standing still. Even silent rivers reach the sea. Every second lost can still become another beautiful beginning. Customer requested no polishing. The scraps belong to my father. Outside the doorway, a bicycle passed. Its bell echoed down the street. People hurry to save time, but forget to spend it with someone they love. When this old watch starts again, it won't remember why watch began to move. Tick, tick, as sunlight quietly filled the little shop. Duplicate key, customer's request. Please make one more. My daughter is moving out. The machine sang softly, silver dust gathered on the old workbench like tiny stars. A little boy asked, do keys get lonely when nobody uses them? The owner smiled. Every door is waiting for a gentle hand. Every road is leading somewhere we can stand. Home is not a building or a numbered street. Home is where our names are spoken warmly. Lost house key found inside a library book, returned 3 months later. The wind moved the little bell above the entrance. One more customer came. Funny how a tiny key can carry so many memories without saying a single word. If tomorrow opens another unknown door, I'll turn the handle without fear anymore. Because every goodbye leaves a space behind where another hello can quietly arrive. The lights went off, one small key still shined on the wooden counter. Project Note 12, customer's request. A kite that can fly higher than last year's. Thin bamboo strips lay across the table. Someone quietly hummed while tying bright ribbons. A little girl chose a sky blue paper because she said it looks happiest. Let it catch the wind, don't hold it too tight. Some dreams need space before they can fly. If the string feels longer, don't be afraid. The sky has always been waiting anyway. First attempt, the kite fell quickly. Second attempt, it found the breeze. Children began running the blue paper kite, the warm summer wind, and the hands that helped it rise. The workshop closed, but one little kite still floated high above the river. Greenhouse journal. The shop opened with the smell of wet soil and fresh basil floating through the air. Someone came looking for a flower that could survive on a small apartment balcony. Smiled and picked a tiny rosemary. Strong roots matter more than big leaves. Grow a little slower, that's perfectly alright. The tallest trees were once this small. Sunlight doesn't hurry, neither should we. Beautiful things take their time. A sparrow landed near the watering can, then disappeared before anyone noticed. Tiny leaves trembled as the window opened. The room filled quietly with spring. Nobody applauds a flower blooming, yet it keeps blooming every single day. If tomorrow feels uncertain, I'll still keep growing, one gentle season at a time. Like roots beneath the garden, hidden from our eyes, growing stronger in silence. Placed beside the door, and the scent of rosemary followed me home.
Your spoke received. The bell above the door rang just once as another quiet afternoon began. A novel with folded pages waited on the shelf. Someone had underlined, "This too shall pass." You picked up a book, then put it back again, saying maybe someone needs it more. Some stories find us before we're looking. Some words stay long after they're read. A worn out cover can hide a world waiting quietly to be opened. rest with a clover between two pages. Dust floated gently in the afternoon light, like tiny memories looking for a place to land. Books don't choose who will read them, but somehow they always seem to find the right hands. If tomorrow feels uncertain, I'll open another page, because hope sometimes looks like ordinary paper, bound together with simple words that quietly remind us to begin again. The shop closed, the lights went out, but one unfinished story came home with me.
Now playing, the record began with a tiny crackle before the melody found the room. Nobody hurried to speak first. The coffee steamed quietly between us. Outside, rain traced slow lines across the window like handwritten music. Leave this song playing just a little more. Some feelings don't need explaining. They arrive like familiar melodies, waiting patiently at the edge of silence. The owner walked over, turned the record gently and smiled without interrupting. Someone in the corner closed their eyes as if they'd been looking for this song. Not every memory comes back clearly. Some return only as warmth without a name. When this music ends, I'll say goodbye yet. Let's sit here until the rain grows lighter. Some moments don't become precious because they're extraordinary. They become precious because we stayed. The needle lifted, the room became quiet, but the melody kept playing somewhere inside us.
First departure, the station clock read 5:40. The sky still couldn't decide whether to become morning. A driver stretched beside the first bus, coffee warming his hands before the engine did. The ticket office lights turned on one by one, like small promises greeting the day. Morning doesn't ask if we're ready, it simply opens another page. So I'll carry yesterday, only what I need, and leave the rest with the fading stars. A student hurried, holding one backpack, one dream and not much else. Someone waved goodbye without looking back, trusting the road to do its work. Maybe courage isn't being fearless, maybe it's showing up again when the sun rises. Every road begins with a single step. Every story starts before we know. If today becomes another ordinary day, I'll still be thankful that it began. The first bus departed, the platform grew quiet, and the morning light finally arrived.
The library doors locked behind me, but the rooftop garden was still open. Someone forgot a pair of reading glasses beside a novel halfway through. The roses leaned gently toward the evening wind, without asking who would notice. Leave one page unfinished, leave one dream alive. Not every answer needs tonight. The quiet sky above already knows how tomorrow will softly bloom. The caretaker watered every flower as if each one had a name. The city lights slowly appeared like thoughts, too gentle to interrupt. Growing older didn't make life smaller, it only taught me how to treasure ordinary evenings. If someone asks me where peace can be found, I'll remember the scent of roses, walked home with me. Window seat, I chose the table closest to the sea. Not because the view was better, but because the wind sounded happier. The cafe owner opened every window, letting the smell of salt and coffee fill the room. A traveler unfolded a paper map, then quietly folded it again, smiling. Maybe every answer doesn't live at the end of the road. Maybe it waits inside a quiet afternoon, where nothing asks who we used to be. The lighthouse turned once, then once again, keeping time without a clock. A child counted waves until she lost track, then laughed as though losing was the whole point. I spent years trying to arrive today. I finally learned some places are meant to be stayed in. When another season knocks on my door, I'll welcome it without fear, like the sea, greeting every sunrise without wondering if yesterday was enough. The last cup had gone cold, but the horizon still held one more light, waiting for morning. The room stayed dark, except for a single red light, waiting for memories to appear. Photographs slowly surfaced inside the tray, like forgotten afternoons, finding their colors again. You laughed at a picture neither of us remembered taking. Not every moment knows it's important somehow it became my favorite. Outside, the rain had stopped, leaving tiny reflections on the empty street. Maybe memory isn't perfect, maybe that's why it feels alive, always changing with us. If tomorrow fades into another year, I'll still find pieces of today inside old photographs, quiet smiles, and ordinary afternoons that never truly disappeared. The final picture hung beside the window, drying slowly as evening turned into night. The room was filled with quiet bubbles, as if even silence needed somewhere to breathe. Tiny fish circled without a destination, yet they never looked like they were lost. An old man chose one small water plant, he said, "My wife likes green." Slow your heartbeat, match the water, let the restless thoughts drift away. Not every journey needs a destination. Some are meant to calm the soul. A little boy pressed both hands against the glass, then whispered, "They're smiling." The owner adjusted one small stone inside the tank, and somehow everything felt balanced. Maybe peace isn't something we have to search for. Maybe it's already waiting inside quiet places. If the world feels too noisy, come back here for a while, where blue light moves gently and time forgets to rush us home. The shop closed, the bubbles remained, floating softly long after the lights grew dim.
new leaves. The greenhouse opened its windows after the rain, and the whole room smelled like fresh earth. Drops of water clung to every leaf, refusing to fall just yet. An elderly woman trimmed a fading branch, then whispered, "It'll bloom again." Every season teaches something different. Spring says begin, summer says believe. Even broken branches reach toward the light. That's how tomorrow learns to grow. A robin landed on the watering can, looked around for just a second, then flew away. The clouds slowly parted, sunlight crossed the glass ceiling without making a sound. Maybe healing isn't a miracle. Maybe it's one quiet morning after another. When the wind changes, I'll change with it without fearing what's ahead. Like new leaves, finding branches that have been waiting all along. The last window closed gently, but the scent of spring remained inside.
The first ferry hadn't arrived yet. Only the tide was keeping time. Seagulls wandered across the empty dock, as if they owned the morning silence. A woman folded a paper ticket, then tucked it inside her novel. Some goodbyes don't ask for tears, they simply wave across the water. Every horizon looks far away until we decide to sail toward it. The coffee stand opened its shutters. The smell of bread mixed with salt air. A little boy counted every passing boat, stopping only to chase a seashell. Maybe Maybe distance doesn't pull us apart. Maybe it teaches how precious meeting again can be. When another harbor calls my name, I'll carry today like a quiet light, because every journey leaves behind a place worth returning to. The ferry horn echoed across the bay, and the sea opened another story. Play again. The record wouldn't turn. It stayed completely still, as though it had forgotten its own song. The repairman smiled and brushed away the dust with careful hands that never hurried. He placed the needle down one more time. The room filled with quiet crackles before the melody arrives. Sometimes silence comes before music. Sometimes waiting makes it sweeter. Even forgotten songs remember the way back into the light. An old customer closed his eyes before the chorus even began. Sunlight slipped across the wooden floor while tiny sounds returned one by one. Maybe memories don't disappear, they simply wait for the right melody to find them again. If my heart ever grows quiet, play this song one more time. Let forgotten dreams spin again like an old record, finding its rhythm. The record stopped, the room stood still, but nobody reached to lift the needle just yet. The dress was almost finished, only one sleeve still waited for careful hands. The sewing machine found its rhythm like gentle footsteps across a wooden floor. A little girl stood in front of the mirror, its place. Love is often made the very same way, one quiet moment at a time. The tailor paused to choose a pearl white button instead of the old one. Outside, laundry swayed in the afternoon wind like small white sails. Nothing beautiful is finished quickly. The best things are shaped by patient hearts. If tomorrow comes undone, I'll sew it back with hope. One gentle thread, one faithful hand, one ordinary day at a time. The window remained open, the curtain moved softly, and the last stitch disappeared into the evening light.
The old map covered half the table. Tiny blue rivers cross places I'd never seen. The shopkeeper smiled when I asked which road is the prettiest. He answered, the one you don't expect. A compass turned slowly in my hand, as if it knew something I didn't. Not every road needs a destination. Not every journey needs a plan. Sometimes the heart finds its direction long before the footsteps can. Someone unfolded a faded hiking map, covered with circles drawn in red ink. Outside, the wind lifted a corner of the map, like it wanted to choose for me. We spent so long searching for somewhere, only to discover we were already on the right road. If tomorrow changes my direction, I'll still keep walking without regret, because every path has something waiting for those who choose to begin. The map folded back into my bag, but the road stayed open inside my heart.
The letters leaned a little too far to the left. The printer smiled and quietly said, every page needs a first try. Ink stained the edge of my fingers, no matter how carefully I worked. Leave your name upon this day, not in stone, not in gold, but in kindness shared with someone who may remember years from now. The old machine breathed slowly, each turning wheel sounded like a heartbeat. Sunlight settled across blank paper, waiting for the next story to arrive. Perfect lines fade with time, but honest words keep traveling long after they're spoken. When this page finds another hand, I hope it carries more than ink. A little courage, a little warmth, a little hope for someone still searching. On the wooden rack, while the evening light turned everything softly gold. Rain check, the cafe door open with the wind. You stepped inside, shaking raindrops from your umbrella. Every table faced the window, as though everyone had come to watch the rain. The waiter asked coffee or tea, you answered whichever stays warm longer. Rain has its own language, spoken on the glass. It never asks us to hurry past. Stay until the clouds forget our names. Some afternoons are beautiful simply because they came. Someone drew a smiling face on the fogged up window before quietly wiping it away. The sound of cups meeting saucers became another rhythm for the room. Not every meeting changes a lifetime. Sometimes it only changes one ordinary day. When the rain is over and the streets grow bright, I'll remember this little cafe, the quiet conversation, the gentle laughter, and the umbrella still drying by the door. The sky clear, slowly sunlight touched the empty chair across from me, as if you had just left. The room smelled of lavender and melted wax before anyone said a word. Glass jars waited in careful rows, each one empty, each one ready for a different light. You picked a tiny wooden lid and said, "This one feels like home." Even the smallest light can soften a lonely room. It doesn't fight the darkness, it simply stays until morning comes. The candle cooled slowly while dried flowers rested beside it without a sound. Outside, the wind moved the white curtains like quiet waves. Maybe healing isn't forgetting, maybe it's learning to carry warmth without holding pain. When another evening finds my window, I'll light this candle once again, not to remember what I've lost, but to celebrate what still remains. The final flame burned gently long after the workshop had fallen silent.
Tiny railway, the little train circles slowly around a mountain, no taller than my hands. The old builder adjusted one bridge until every carriage crossed without a sound. A father knelt down beside his son, pointing quietly at the station lights. Dreams don't always need wide horizons. Sometimes they fit inside a single room, yet somehow they carry us farther than we ever imagined. signal changed to green, and every little window began to glow. A miniature station waited patiently for passengers who would never grow old. I thought growing older meant leaving childhood behind. Instead, it taught me where to find it again. If tomorrow feels too complicated, I remember this little railway where every journey returns safely home, and every small light made the night feel warmer. The final train completed one last circle, then rested quietly beneath the evening lamp.
The melody began before I noticed the tiny handle turning slowly in your hands. Wooden shelves held little worlds, waiting quietly for someone to listen. An old craftsman lifted the lid, closed his eyes as if greeting an old friend. Every melody finds someone who needs it someday. Even the quietest song can brighten an ordinary afternoon. A little girl chose the smallest box because she said it sounds like sunshine. The tiny gears move together, never rushing, never falling behind. Some memories don't return through photographs, they return as melodies we forgot we knew. If tomorrow feels too distant, wind this little song once again. Let its gentle echoes remind your heart that beautiful days never truly leave. The melody faded, the room stayed still, but somewhere inside the silence it continued to play. Wish you were here. The postcard rack turned slowly whenever the wind found the doorway. You picked one without saying why, just smiling at the little drawing in the corner. Some places stay long after we leave, folded carefully inside our hearts. A single postcard can cross the world, carrying words too small for goodbyes. An old fountain pen left blue ink across my fingers before touching the paper. The shop owner stamped each card, listening softly to an old radio playing nearby. Distance isn't measured only by miles. Sometimes it's the silence between two letters. If this postcard finds you someday, read it slowly like an old song. Maybe the wind will remember the words before we do. The mailbox closed with a gentle sound, and somewhere another journey quietly began. Summer breeze, the window stayed open, just enough for the wind to find its way inside. Glass wind chimes answered one another like old friends meeting again after a long season. An old craftsman hung a new chime beside the doorway, then stepped back without a word. Listen carefully, the world is singing even when nobody speaks. The smallest breeze can carry hope into a heart that almost forgot. A little girl closed her eyes, trying to guess which chime was hers. Leaves shimmered beyond the porch, sunlight scattered across the floor like tiny waves. Peace doesn't arrive with loud applause. Sometimes it slips in quietly on the afternoon wind. When tomorrow feels uncertain, I'll remember this gentle sound, the dancing glass, the summer breeze, and the silence that finally smiled. The wind grew softer, one last chime echoed gently as evening welcomed the stars.
lens. An old camera rested quietly behind the glass, still waiting for another story. The owner polished its silver frame as carefully as someone greeting an old friend. A young traveler held it carefully, wondering how many sunsets it had already seen. Some moments don't ask to be perfect, they only ask to be remembered. The heart develops what the eyes almost missed. Faded photograph slipped gently from inside the camera case without a sound. Dust floated through the sunlight like tiny memories returning home. The world moves fast, but film teaches us that beautiful things can wait for the right light. If I could keep one ordinary afternoon, I'd choose the laughter before the picture, the silence after the shutter, and the feeling that this moment was enough. To its wooden shelf, still carrying 1,000 untold stories. The first lantern didn't shine because I forgot. One small piece inside. The old maker smiled and quietly said, even light needs patience to find its way. Sheets of paper rustled softly as evening slipped through the open window. Light a little hope, one gentle flame. You don't have to brighten the whole sky.
it stayed beside it. The workshop closed, one lantern remained, swaying gently long after the footsteps had faded. Time for tea, the little cafe never felt quiet. Every clock had its own heartbeat. One clock was early, another stayed behind. Yet somehow no one seemed to mind. An elderly couple shared one slice of cake, laughing softly over stories they had told before. Let's forget the hour just for today. Leave the rushing world outside the door. Some conversations don't need an ending, only another cup to carry on. Steam rose slowly from the teapot, turning sunlight into silver threads. A sparrow landed on the windowsill, then disappeared before anyone could wave. Maybe time was never meant to be chased, only shared with people who make it meaningful. When the hands keep moving on, I'll still remember this quiet place. The gentle ticking, the warm tea, and the smile across the table that made an ordinary afternoon feel unforgettable. The last customer closed the door. The clocks kept ticking softly into the evening. The rain had ended only moments before. Tiny circles still lingered across the pond. The teacup warmed both of my hands long before the first sip reached my heart. Lotus leaves swayed without a sound, carrying raindrops like little mirrors to the sky. Take this quiet afternoon just as it is. No need to change a single thing. The wind already knows where to wander. The water already knows how to rest. A dragonfly landed for only a moment, then lifted again toward the sunlight. Somewhere nearby, a kettle sang its gentle song into the stillness. I searched for peace in distant places, Even after the last cup cooled, the scent of tea stayed gently in the afternoon air.
Before sunrise, the streetlights were still awake when the first loaf began to rise inside the oven. Flour covered the wooden table like the first snow of a season nobody expected. The baker smiled at the sound of crackling crust as though greeting an old friend. Every morning starts long before the sunrise. Someone quietly prepares the day with gentle hands and faithful hearts, building tomorrow before the world awakes. The shop window slowly filled with warm colors as the sky turned pale blue. A cyclist stopped outside the door, breathing in the smell of bread before riding on. Some dreams don't arrive loudly, they grow like dough patiently in unseen places. If another dawn finds me here, I'll welcome it with open hands, knowing ordinary mornings can become the sweetest memories we'll ever keep. The first customer pushed open the door, and the little bell welcomed a brand new day.
Little wonders, the tiny bell above the door rang so softly it almost sounded like a memory. Wooden trains lined the shelves, waiting patiently for small hands and bright eyes. A faded teddy bear leaned against the window, still wearing the same little ribbon. After all these years, some dreams never grow old. They simply wait inside quiet corners for someone to believe again, like children do. shining through the afternoon light. Dust sparkled in the sunshine like tiny stars, hiding indoors. Growing older didn't steal my wonder, it only taught me where to find it again. If tomorrow feels too serious, I'll remember this little shop where every toy protected a story, and every smile needed nothing more than imagination. The shop closed, the music faded, but one little melody walked beside me all the way home. Hill of evening, the stone steps climbed a little higher with every quiet breath we shared. Wildflowers swayed along the narrow path without asking who would stop to notice them. Halfway up, you pointed to a cloud that looked like a little boat. Let's stay until the sky changes its colors one by one. Some evenings don't need words, only someone walking beside us. The old bench faced the valley as if it had been waiting for this sunset. A distant bell crossed the wind, then quietly faded into the hills. The world becomes a little kinder when we stop trying to arrive and simply look around. If tomorrow brings another climb, I'll remember this peaceful hill. The fading sunlight, the gentle breeze, and the silence that taught me how beautiful enough can be. The first evening star appeared above us before either of us thought to look away. Rain on glass, the evening rain touched the roof before anyone between two cups, its little flame never hurried to be seen. Stay a little longer, the night is young, the rain is writing songs outside. Some moments don't ask us to remember them, they remember us. The cafe cat curled beside the warm doorway, dreaming quietly without a care. The ivy leaves dance gently whenever the breeze found an open window. I spent so long looking ahead, I almost missed the beauty waiting beside me. If tomorrow comes too quickly, I'll return to this quiet place where rain softens every worry and gentle hearts find room to rest again. The candles faded one by one, but the rain kept singing long into the night.
A place to land, the scent of cedar filled the room before the first nail touched the wood. Small wooden roofs lined the workbench, each one waiting for wings yet to arrive. An old carpenter smoothed every corner, saying quietly, no home should have sharp edges. Build a little shelter for the wandering sky. You never know who needs a place to rest a while. Kindness often begins with an open door and nothing more. A sparrow landed on the fence, watching closely as though it had come to inspect the work. The breeze carried fresh sawdust across the garden where wildflowers sway. Maybe home isn't something we're given, maybe it's something we build
for somewhere to belong. The last birdhouse hung beneath an old maple tree, and before sunset a tiny bird found its way home. Shaped by hands, the wheel began to turn slowly before the clay knew what it wanted to become. My hands trembled just a little. The first bowl collapsed without warning. The teacher smiled and gathered the clay back into a quiet circle. Let's begin again. Not every shape needs perfection. Not every crack means goodbye. Sometimes beauty lives inside the places we almost gave up. Outside, the wind carried the scent of summer through the open window without asking permission. Rows of cups waited patiently, drying quietly in the afternoon light. The strongest hearts aren't made without pressure. They're shaped again and again by gentle hands. If tomorrow changes my plans, I'll gather the scattered pieces and shape another dream with hope still warm in my hands. The last cup found its place on the wooden shelf as the evening sun painted the room with quiet gold. The first line didn't come easily. The paper waited more patiently than I did. Rows of fountain pens rested in velvet trays, each one carrying words it had never written. You uncapped a deep blue ink and smiled. Every story needs its own color. Write what's in your heart, even if it trembles. The truest words rarely arrive perfectly, they grow one quiet sentence at a time. without asking for permission. Maybe memories don't disappear, they simply wait for someone brave enough to write them down. If tomorrow begins another chapter, I'll leave a little space for unexpected joy, because the best stories often begin with a blank page and an open heart. The ink dried slowly, the notebook closed, but one unfinished sentence stayed quietly inside me. Sunlight wandered across the room, painting little rainbows on the wooden floor. Rows of empty bottles waited on the shelf, each one holding nothing yet but endless possibilities. An old craftsman dropped a blue marble into clear glass, smiling as though it belonged there. Keep the little moments safe inside your heart, not because they're fragile, but because they shine. Ordinary afternoons become tomorrow's treasures when we choose to notice them. A child lifted a tiny bottle, listening carefully to the seashell hidden inside. The breeze arrived, turning hanging ribbons into slow dancing colors. Happiness isn't loud, sometimes it's no bigger than sunlight passing through glass. If another season finds me here, I'll gather simple memories like tiny marbles, one by one, until my heart becomes a little brighter. The evening light left the workshop, but every glass bottle still held a piece of the sky.
The wind arrived before the customers, as if it already knew this little shop would be busy today. Wooden spools lined the shelves, wrapped with colors, waiting for open skies. An old man chose the strongest thread, then quietly said, It's not for holding on, it's for letting go. Hold with kindness, release with trust. Some dreams fly higher when our hands grow lighter. The sky has room for every hopeful heart, braver than it knows. Outside, children laughed as bright kites danced together above the river. One red ribbon caught the breeze and bowed gently to the afternoon. I thought love meant never letting go, but maybe it also means believing someone can fly shop grew quiet, the last bowl rested on the shelf, while one small kite disappeared into the evening clouds.
A single sheep lay quietly on the table, waiting to become something more. Careful folds, one after another, simple lines turning into little wings. A boy reached out, holding his airplane. Like it carried every wish he'd never spoken. Fly a little farther than yesterday. Don't be afraid of falling. The sky belongs to everyone who still believes in trying again. Outside, a dozen paper planes crossed the playground, one after another, without a race. The breeze arrived just at the right time, lifting every dream a little higher. Some hopes are made from ordinary paper, yet they travel far beyond our imagination. If tomorrow brings another chance, I'll fold my fears into wings and let the wind teach my heart how beautiful a small beginning can become. The last paper airplane disappeared into the evening sky, leaving only
behind. The first bubble rose carefully, as though it was deciding where to go. Children gathered without being called, watching tiny colors float through the afternoon light. One bubble landed on your fingertip, shining quietly before becoming the wind again. Hold this moment just a little longer, even if it disappears. Some beautiful things were never meant to stay forever, only to remind us how to smile. The breeze carried hundreds of bubbles across the park like little dreams. Looking for the sky, someone laughed without a reason, and somehow everyone else did too. Joy doesn't ask how old we are, it simply arrives when our hearts remember how to play. If tomorrow feels a little heavy, I'll think about this afternoon where tiny bubbles caught the sunlight and ordinary smiles became unforgettable. The bubble wand rested quiet